Good morning, family. How are you today? Did you have a good sleep? Yesterday I checked my live talk and then my camera was kind of sideways. Sorry about that. I normally take my movie with my phone and it didn't matter if it's just a recording, but it's a live case, must be different. Anyway, for the last yesterday's talk was about self-healing positions, and while you're doing it, hopefully you are closing your eyes so you can just listen to my voice. And when I do it again, maybe I'll just take that one off my first template. Anyway, today I wanted to talk about why I start Reiki. Maybe some people already know about this because I did talk about it several times before, but who are new with my Reiki school, I wanted to tell you a little story, and hopefully it's kind of resonate with your story as well. I'm Japanese, as you know. I'm born in Japan, and I raised in Japanese parents, and in a kind of so-called normal environment. You know, nothing like special, nothing too hard. I just going to the school every day, and then I had 3 brothers, so I guess it was quite large number of siblings. Nowadays, back then too, it's very common to have only 1 or 2 children in Japan. Anyway, in my parents, especially my mother, raised me as a Christian with a Bible teaching from very young age. And when I got married, we were going to the missionary work, talking to people every day about the Bible. That was about my life from probably like teenage to like 30s, yeah. But what happened is around the mid-30s, oh excuse me, my nose, I start wondering, it's like, why, if there is a God there, why this hardship always around and people in a really bad situation, lots of sadness, turmoil. I was very kind of really had enough to see this situation, and I was experiencing a really bad my mind wasn't really happy always, and then become really sick. I didn't want to see people. I just really struggling to survive, keep living, because of this question, why the humankind situations like this, and also what is me, why I'm here, what is the purpose of life. It's I was really struggling to find out about that. I'm sure it's so many people have kind of go through that some stage with those questions, and then perhaps with you guys too. Maybe some of you are still really like to find out what is the purpose of our life, kind of thing, which is, I suppose, is quite normal if you are really good thinking people, of course, wondering what is the purpose of our life. Yes, when I was belong to church, I was hoping the elders, like priests, they can tell me the answer, but they couldn't. Well, maybe I was really looking into the right place, but I was purely disappointed, and it was why I kind of shunned myself from there and then just ran away from this whole situation. Anyway, after a while, I kind of thought about myself. I don't really understand about world situation, but for myself, what is the important thing for me to live is to have peaceful mind state, peace in my mind. There was a biggest things I needed in my life. That's what I realized. So it's back of my head, it's always searching how I can be peaceful regardless of the situation around me. And but I still, couldn't find any answers until I heard about Reiki. I was already in New Zealand. I didn't know anything about the Reiki when I was in Japan, because it's not so popular in Japan anymore back then. It's a story about the Reiki. It was really, really popular before the war, but the World War II just changed everything. And then many of our traditional things, including like Aikido, Judo, Kendo, Shodo, things like that for the martial arts side of thing, as well as many beliefs for the Japanese culture, it's been like wiped away almost. So there was a history of Reiki in Japan, and then I kind of raised without Reiki teaching. But I just realized that after I studied Reiki, my mother was actually teaching me how to use Reiki in technical way to heal our body, to other people too. I like to talk about it some other time, about how Okinawan people, like my mom's island people, were raised over there even after wartime. It's quite interesting story. Anyway, so yeah, I heard this Reiki from my life coach teacher, and she's also Reiki master. And I just find out in her house, saw her like certificate of Reiki master on her living room wall, and I asked her, "What is this one? What is a Reiki?" And then she said, "Oh, Reiki is the universal energy, and you can use that energy to heal yourself and heal other people." And I just instantly really connected with that, and then just with my intuition or my invisible girl beside me tell me, "You need to study it." So I just immediately say to my teacher, says, "Can you please teach me how to become Reiki healer?" And then that's how I started. Then as many of you who learned, who done attunement and studied Reiki or no, like we sat together and then went through the textbook together, and then soon as I start reading about the Usui sensei, the great Reiki master, Mikao Usui, and how he finding out about the Reiki and his history, I just so connected with him, and I just couldn't help myself crying hard out. And then giving my teacher fright. Not many people just crying just reading the Mr. Usui's history. So that was a bit weird. But anyway, why I cried was because his purpose, his purpose of his life is to obtain the peaceful mind situation. and it was just same as mine. It's just the page I was reading. My soul, my spirit, my mind was kind of shaking. So, oh my gosh, someone had the same wonder, same question, and same way of feeling towards the purpose of life. And even after he found out about the purpose of his life, about the mind condition, to be peaceful, but he still have to learn finding out how he can do it. So he quit everything, his job and everything, and she just went to the mountainside and joined to the temple, the monks and the great teacher there. And after 3 years of very hard studying there, he still couldn't find how he can be really peaceful satori mind state. Satori is when you become the really highest state of mind, be peace. It's like Osaka. So he actually asked his great teacher, great master in the temple, says, I done everything I could to find peaceful state of mind, satori, but I still can't find it. Why? And what else I can do? And then the master said to him, well, you better let you die. Kill himself. He couldn't believe what he heard. I said, what? I wanted to, find out what is a satori, what is how I can obtain the peaceful mind state when I'm living on this earth to carry on my purpose of life. But the great master told him to die at once. So he just thought, oh my gosh, quit. It must be he in his mind a little bit maybe angry, so couldn't understand what he meant actually. So he finished with the living with the temple life, went away from his great master, and then I suppose he was thinking about the death in his mind, went to the mountain called one temple in Kyoto called Mount Kuramayama. It's not a big mountain. I've been there too. Maybe some of you went to the Kyoto prefecture in Japan. It's a relatively small mountain, but it's a holy mountain. And he decided to go there, and then he started fasting for 21 days. The season's about end of winter. It's March in Japan. In Kyoto, Kuramayama, in March it's quite cold. So maybe some snow still there, but he just sat underneath the big tree. It's got lots of the root coming out, and it's not so smooth, so it must be hard to sit there. But anyway, he sat there for 21 days. Well, when he started, I suppose he didn't know how long he's gonna sit there, but according to the record, it says that he was there for 21 days. But the end of his fasting, just like the ball of light, it came towards him in the nighttime. He saw this light, it's coming towards him, and finally hit his head, and he fell backwards, unconscious. In the morning, he wakes up, and then he remembers what happened, and just he felt so differently about his body, his mood, and his thinking was very clear. Then suddenly, what was there? Why am I here? Why am I doing this? And then he just decided to go back to his house. So while he's walking down from the mountain, he tripped over. You imagine you're not eating for 21 days and just sit there not moving. Your body functions really bad, I suppose. And then it was quite a rocky mountain. He fell over on the rock, and then he injured his feet. His nail, the toenail came off. It must be so painful. But you know, when you hurt yourself, you do that too. You just hold on to the painful place. And he did the same. He just didn't know what he was doing, but he just hold on. Then realized his bleeding immediately stopped, and his pain went away almost. So then he realized he must got the superpower from universe, and then recognize that the power is a Reiki. Because back then, Reiki was very common, being performed with many Reiki masters. But what's the difference between Reiki, those ancient Reiki masters and Mr. Usui? Excuse me. Is Mikao sensei find out how to teach people, how to attune people to become, help them become Reiki master as well. Because before Mr. Mikao, people just born with this ability to heal people, but they have no idea how to teach other people to become Reiki healer too. So we call it attunement. Of course, it's not in Japanese. In Japanese, we call reiju. So he find out a way to do the reiju to people. That's a great thing. It was kind of beginning of the new page for the Reiki healers. Anyway, so there was his Mr. Usui Mikao's story, and I had so much resonate with his story. It's like, so I thought for myself how much important for me to obtain the peaceful state of mind, no matter what things around me. I can't still do that. I always, people knows me very well. I always have ups and downs so much because I am very sensitive person, and I've been like that from, you know, a childhood. I can't really change that. I guess it's how, you know, how you are. But that's because of my sensitiveness. I can understand how energy works, and then invisible things. I'm very so used to feel it, understand, and how to use it as well. And because of my weakness, every day I use this Reiki method, reiki-ho, to healing myself and practice it, be useful to other people as well. And some people ask me, your ability able to use a Reiki or doing the self-healing, did it actually makes you easier to live? My answer is definitely yes. Those ability for using the Reiki method for my self-healing is really powerful. And other people ask me, but isn't that if the Reiki, once you connected with the Reiki, the ability won't go away, and then it just, you know, start flowing automatically. So it doesn't really matter you do that every day, do you? The answer for that is yes, you still have to do every day, because when you live in, oh, hi Amy, hi Kristen, thank you for watching. Yeah, things happens to you every day, and then, you know, just like the other day, like one of my daughter was quite sad, and I get really worried, and then that kind of thing happen. You'll get coming off from Reiki energy, your alignment, it's you kind of, you run away from your alignment from your universe. So the Reiki stop then. Or you send someone really annoying you or make you really angry, you have to come off from it too. So it's very human thing. Of course we get upset or sad, tired, you know, frustrated. It's okay as long as you realize how you're feeling, and you can observe your feeling and become, you know, bring it to the conscious level. Then, oh, okay, I am angry, upset now. Then take deep breath and, okay, I have a bit of time now, so I do my self-healing. So I guess before I know this technique, I was going down and down and down. You know, when I get really upset with the people, I just thinking so much, and then just until blow my head, you know, going to talk to the person really with angry. Or if I do that, I get really guilty, feeling really bad, and I have to start oh my gosh, why I did that, and then just feeling so bad about myself and then get really depressed. So it was like going too much deep down. So I feel like can't really go up again. Of course you can. When you hit the bottom, you have to go up anyway. But I guess now I don't have to go that deep down. I can just click to my universe and then align myself, and then okay, things happened, but you know, I can see the bright side, and then I can carry on. So it is really beneficial, I feel, and also it is rewarding to see the people start walking as great healers. You know, some people are much advanced than me already. They are using their special ability. They born with it, a unique way of healing or doing things with other light workers on this earth. There's a many different way. The Reiki attunement just opens up the ability for them, and then this is my great honor and enjoyment watching them work together as a family. Yeah. So yeah, there was a little like a morning talk. I think I talking enough now, so I better let you go. But yes, so the everyone who studied already about the 12 positions basic healing techniques, please keep doing it, like every day, every morning, night before you go sleep. Doesn't matter if you can't, you know, finish it, as long as you have intentionally start healing yourself. That's the main purpose. and universe will be with you. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow morning. And I don't want you guys to feel you have to be on this live all the time. I will just talk anyway. Then you know, you can just check anytime when you have a time to watch it. Thank you very much to watching this, and I'm really looking forward to connecting with you guys again. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye bye.